And the Energized guys are back. It is the Mixed Martial Arts Show. Nate Diaz is back. Barry, how'd you feel about it?
To be
First
honest,
of all, do you believe it? Do you believe it? I know he's booked to fight now, but will he actually show up?
do you know what? I actually honestly believed it. First of all, hello. I actually believed it, but when we put a poll up, people were like, he's not going to come back.
He won't be there?
Yeah, he won't be there. What was said, there's too much time for him to be like, I'm not going.
Yeah, it is a bit far away, isn't it? UFC 241. That card is going to be the card of the year. Miocic versus DC2 as well.
Yeah.
And then Battle of the Bods, Yoel Romero versus Paulo Costa on that card as well.
Two hunks like ourselves.
But also, that probably will not be the fight by the time it actually comes around to UFC 241.
Yeah.
One of them will be popped for steroids or one of them will be injured.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, I mean, the world of mixed martial arts has obviously changed quite recently. The way people, like for UFC, especially UFC fans, they have to go on the ESPN app and then sign up properly and all. And then you're taking away the average fan that could buy a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And also, Dana and Sean Shelby and everyone have made the pay-per-views not as amazing as they could be.
Yeah, the pay-per-views.
I mean,
it's a bit, in fairness, the next few pay-per-views are quite good, but some of the pay-per-views, like UFC 237, unless you're a Brazilian saying, obrigado, it wasn't that great, you know what I mean? Also, it was the first time, I think, in a long time, there was a pay-per-view in Brazil, and a lot of the main people lost.
Yeah.
Like, Aldo lost, Anderson Silva lost.
Yeah.
Well, they're the main two that actually people were like, can't wait for that for.
Do you know what? I think this is actually not going to be... I think, these days, right, MMA is so ingrained in people's DNA now, especially now there's loads of MMA fighters going around these days.
Yeah.
Like, everyone is like, done 2 classes, but like, it was in SPG, so therefore I'm an animal. But, now, because people's money, and like, there's not that many people are going to sign up, so the money isn't going to be as much, right? So now all the fighters, any chance they get once they become champ, make a few appearances, and they can now like probably open up their own gyms.
They get very injured for a while.
Yeah, but that's like, it's a smart idea to get injured.
Yeah, it's like can't fight for 4 months, but I'm gonna do a victory parade with this new shiny belt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's good now. Any chance these fighters get, they're not going to come back. Look at Brock Lesnar; he's not coming back. That's why I'm surprised to see Nate Diaz back. Who else is not coming back? Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, Conor McGregor's not coming back anytime soon, or is he? Who knows?
Or is he? I don't know if he's coming back.
Yeah, neither do I. In fairness, he just keeps on like teasing it.
He is.
Right, Barry, you give us a 2-minute rundown of UFC 237, and then I'll give you a 2-minute rundown of UFC Rochester.
Okay. Obviously, there was a lot of names in the card. This is obviously, like, myself and Ross weren't able to do the show last week. But Jose Aldo lost to Alexander Volkanovski. This is actually sort of surprising. I felt like the Brazilians were going to win at home. Volkanovski but then missed out on the title shot after this as well, which is really disappointing for him. I think name recognition-wise, Frankie Edgar makes more sense. Then obviously Anderson Silva lost against Jared Cannonier.
His leg.
Yeah, his leg. Was that the same leg that he broke?
I'm actually not too sure, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It was.
It's just like he's looking a bit like BJ Penn was obviously on the card as well, but it's just like I don't want to be seeing a 40-year-old Anderson Silva getting chopped down by a cannon in the ear.
You know what was really sad about that card? BJ Penn holds the record for now, like the longest UFC losing streak.
Yeah, it's since like 2011 or something, isn't it?
Yeah, but like he's also lost, I think, his last 7 fights, which is like, if he was anyone else, he'd be cut from the UFC.
Yeah, and probably the majority of MMA fans weren't watching when he was in his prime.
No.
And then obviously in the main event, Rose Namajunas lost her title to Jessica Andrade. Myself and Ross.
Slam.
Yeah, due to slam, knockout slam. That was crazy looking. But we actually said the one person that's probably her kryptonite is the Jessica Andrade there. Mike Tyson of the women's strawweight division.
Yeah, she's an absolute monster. I don't think I've ever seen a physical specimen like her. I really thought when they opened up that 125-pound division, she'd be like, that's for me.
Yeah.
Because she fought at 135 before. She's just there, and she's the ball, isn't she?
Yeah. There's one thing that I'll never stop loving about MMA is when a fighter wins the belt for the first time ever, and like their pure emotions come out, and you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah, all that hard work.
Think about the amount of hours and sacrifices and birthdays they've missed and like all that sort of shit. But
Rose looked really good in the fight as well, though, which was made almost a bit bittersweet, didn't it?
Yeah, but then I think Rose is sort of over this phase of her life, you know?
Yeah, I think so. I think she's already talking about not doing it again.
Yeah.
I think she will fight again, but she's not keen on it.
Yeah, I think if you're a real fighter, you will fight again. Look at Anderson Silva. He's going to be in a wheelchair. He's going to be in like the wheelchair MMA.
Definitely. He's going to move over to Ryzen, I think. The Veterans League.
Yeah, the Veterans League with Vitor Belfort. But like, obviously, like UFC Rochester was on this weekend. There wasn't a massive interest in it, you know what I mean?
No, there wasn't.
Like, more people actually cared about Brendan Schaub's Showtime show.
Special, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Fair play to Brendan Schaub.
Fair play to Brendan Schaub, but
this one, the main event, you had the number 3 ranked welterweight contender, Rafael dos Anjos, fighting, I think, the number 9 ranked lightweight contender, Kevin Lee.
Yeah.
Look, this fight played out exactly as I thought it would. Kevin Lee is known to sort of gas in the later rounds, and Rafael dos Anjos went out and got the finish. Fair play to him. Yeah. Also, fair play to Charles Oliveira as well. I feel like every time I see him, he's like finishing people. He finished Nick Lentz in this one.
Yeah.
The Carney, is that him? Yeah. And then Megan Anderson lost to Felicia Spencer. And guess who Felicia Spencer called out? Cyborg. Yeah. Right. Not many people call out Cyborg, do they? No. Which is like interesting to see. And then your mate Shoeface lost. So that was sort of it. Again, as Barry said, not that entertaining. One person who is on our radar now is Michael Pereira.
Yeah.
That was very good. He knocked out Danny Roberts, and that was key. Check that out if you haven't seen it. Yeah. You know what's great though, I must say, when there's a card on UFC and you weren't that interested in what happened, but like, you know, you see like the highlights, you go into like Instagram and you go #UFC Rochester, and then you see all the best moments from the night. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
But look, let's talk about Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
One bit more, right?
Okay.
He hasn't fought since he fought McGregor at UFC 202.
Yeah, the second time, obviously.
The second time around. And now it's UFC 241, and he's supposed to be coming back. It is in California, which does suit him because that's where he's from.
Yeah. It's something, if he doesn't arrive for the press conference or the open workouts, they'll knock on his door.
Nate, you're here.
Get out, like that.
We're actually having the press conference on Nate Diaz's front lawn. Do you think Anthony Pettis is the right opponent for him? And how happy is Anthony Pettis that he beat Wonderboy Thompson? Because that's what put him in the position for this fight.
Yeah. Well, we may as well start at the beginning. Why is this in the welterweight division?
Well, I don't think Anthony Pettis or Nate Diaz wants to cut the weight, so they're happy enough to fight at 170.
Okay, so it's just they're fighting weight.
Yeah, I think so. Nate Diaz said he's not doing the 155-pound cut anymore.
Why not? Unless it's McGregor.
Yeah, unless it's McGregor or maybe even Khabib. I don't think he's arsed cutting weight for no reason.
Yeah.
He's earned too much money. Too much money to eat that steak, you know?
Yeah.
But I think that's going to be the co-main event. Also, I don't think we got to say Cowboy Ferguson got announced. Did we say that in the last podcast?
No.
I don't think so. What do you think of that fight?
First of all, great to see Tony Ferguson back. You know that, like, obviously he's a bag of cringe, but like I don't watch him in the build-up. I watch him when he fights, and he just you can't take your eyes off him. No, he really is the boogeyman inside the octagon. And my only thing when I saw this fight was like, oh, why Cowboy? Why did you do that? Because he was on such a good roll, and he's winning the right fights. He looked great against Quinta, and I was like, oh, Tony Ferguson. Well, I don't fancy that fight for him. Isn't Cowboy not just getting on a bit, and he's like, here, look, I can't sit out for a year and wait for McGregor and stuff, you know? I suppose maybe he's looking for that fight against Khabib. You know what I mean? Like, not that I fancy him to beat Khabib, but obviously he backs himself to beat Khabib. That's the thing. In the fight game, you have to be able to back yourself. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because, like, and maybe he thinks Tony Ferguson coming off this layoff is like a bit vulnerable, and it's like, this is the time to get him. I think it is the time to get him, man, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like a great fight. And it really beefs up that UFC 238 card, because I'm like not overly interested in that. You have the vacant bantamweight title, Cejudo versus Moraes, and you have Shevchenko fighting the Jessica. Yeah. I think it's Jessica. The fact that I'm not 100% sure on this title fight means I'm not that interested. Yeah, no, it just seems like some of the cards in the summer are going to be big. Obviously, International Fight Week is going to be great, and like obviously we're going to be carrying everything through, because most of the time people want to tune in, they want to like hear like what's the latest in Conor, is Nate Diaz is back. It's like Ronda Rousey, Brock Lesnar. They want to hear what the story is. And we're also waiting for Usman versus Covington to be announced. Yeah, well, I think that should go on the Max Holloway card. You know, I think that will make that better. Right, Barry. Just say that does go on the card. Rank them. You have Moraes and Cejudo with, we'll say, Cowboy and Ferguson, because that's actually the second best fight. Then you have
Jones and Santos with Cyborg and Holm. Then you have Holloway and Edgar with Usman and Covington. And then you have DC and Miocic with Diaz and Pettis. Which one are you looking forward to seeing the most, and which one are you looking forward to seeing the least?
The Cejudo Moraes one last, and then the Jones card and the DC card are sort of even.
Yeah.
Maybe. Actually, I don't know. Santos is a bit crazy, so I'll go for the Jones card.
Yeah, I think, me personally, the best fights are going to be on that card, but I'm almost mostly interested to see Nate Diaz come back.
I am very interested to see that. I'm just really interested to see what the UFC are going to do from the next while as well, because it's going to be hard to keep Dana hungry and wanting to grow the brand more and more and more and more. Because he already has everything in his heart.
What did he sign? A 7-year deal?
7-year deal, yeah.
When's he going to pack? He must be addicted to like the limelight. Is that what he's actually addicted to?
Oh yeah, Dana White looking for a fight. New series came out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to watching that. I like watching that because it's on YouTube. You can watch it in your own sort of leisure, and then like the fights are actually decent on it because these guys know that they're fighting for UFC contracts, so they have to go out and do it.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to his Contender Series coming out as well.
Yeah, that's the best of all.
That is the best,
the shows.
Yeah.
They should scrap the Ultimate Fighter and like invest more money in the Contender Series. Think so? I think the Ultimate Fighter was like
want to have both. Want to have both.
Or like they need to do something with the Ultimate Fighter at that.
Yeah, you know what? They need the Ultimate Fighters in the house. That they need them to have their phones or something. They're too like locked away and they can't even talk about it once they're out. You know.
Although, could the Ultimate Fighter be better now that they have the UFC Performance Institute? Why don't they just do the Ultimate Fighter? They put them in the house. They all get to change the Performance Institute, and then because they want to show off the PI as well.
True. Yeah.
So put them on
the new PI. The new PI.
Yeah, put it in there. Although I think there was a thing with Corey Anderson was doing an interview with that. He was looking to train the PI and they were like, "Oh, you're not allowed." And he was like, "What do you mean I'm not allowed?" And it was like, "John Jones in there. Sorry." So like I think there's a few fighters who go, "Oh, I'm training. You have to leave."
There's definitely preferential treatment. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but like apparently no one was allowed in there when McGregor was there for the Mayweather fight. It's like you're not allowed. It's like Francis Ngannou was like, "I don't care about Conor McGregor." It's like, yeah, but you're not allowed.
Yeah.
It is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like very Max Holloway.
Yeah. Hopefully, first of all, if you're watching this video on YouTube, make sure to subscribe, give us a like, whatever, all that crack. But it's going to be interesting to see if this sort of works. We're obviously testing out stuff. Obviously, check out the football show if you didn't see that. Obviously, the MMA show. We're like myself and Ross are obviously going to be really interested to see what happens over the next couple of months.
Yeah.
See how much the page grows as well, because it's grown and it's interesting to see. Because it's really interesting to see who people are gravitating towards, like what fighters coming out. Like people care more about this, that, and the other. Like for instance, we put a post out there with Chael Sonnen, and then I was like, Ross, like what would we say? Because like we used this picture before, and he's like, "What's your favorite Chael Sonnen line?" Yeah, and I was like,
so people were like rallying out the quotes.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. I was like, I thought someone would be like the bad guy. So like just one or two, just one or two.
But it was like 60 quotes from Chael Sonnen.
Yeah, it got intense. Yeah,
it's a bit like, what's your favorite Conor McGregor line? It's like, who the fuck is that guy? You know what I mean? Like that would just be said 10 times, but then you might get a few others in there.
Yeah, it's just interesting times coming up. Obviously, this week there's no MMA, isn't there? Not there's
Is there even Bellator now?
Stockholm next week. No, Bellator's not back till the 22nd.
You have Gustafsson versus.
So that's why it's sort of good now. Obviously, if they're watching now, if this doesn't turn off, if that doesn't turn off, we're going through the teething phases now of doing the videos, and we're trying to see what works, and then like by the time the good shit comes out, like we'll be totally on top of things.
We'll be on like a car bonnet.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see.
Energized breaking it down.
Yeah, because obviously Ross having the kid now soon, so like you don't want to be teething during that as well. You want to just know.
Don't be teething when the baby's teething.
You just want to know you can flick it on. You know what's going on, and then it's done. You know what I mean? Rather than
absolutely. It has to be boom boom. Chip chop.
Yeah. Then obviously Deontay Wilder won over the weekend as well.
That was a massive knockout, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. He I don't like the way he sort of marking himself. He's like, I'm gonna kill someone. And it's like, all right, relax.
Yeah. Like, stop saying you're gonna kill someone. Just say you're gonna knock them out. That's enough.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. People don't want to see people die.
Yeah.
Look, he was like, the AJ fight's gonna happen afterwards, but like they both said that after every fight. So whether it actually happens or not, who knows? But that's the fight everyone wants to see.
The AJ Deontay Wilder.
Yeah. And who knows? He's fighting in America now, Wilder or Joshua. So they're getting closer and closer to making it happen, aren't they?
They are.
And I think I almost think White's big fight is going to be Fury, and Wilder's big fight is going to be Joshua.
Yeah, it's just
and then put the winners against each other. Why don't you just make it like a semi-final bracket and just like have it done?
It's because it's not. It's like Showtime. It's.
I know, yeah, but like, there's loads
true.
of money in the pot to go around. You know what I mean?
I know, but they're all great.
Everyone just wants the bigger share. Everyone wants the lion's share. Just like the way I look at it is like, right, Wilder must have made 15 million off knocking out Brazil or whatever, right?
Yeah.
If Josh was offering you 40 million, that's way more than you were making in the last fight. So just take the 40 million.
Yeah, I know. Maybe he wants the confidence back up.
Yeah, maybe. But like, you get the rematch as well.
I know. It's sort of like there's a line. They're all getting so. It's like the kettle. You boil the kettle, and then it's just about to like overflow now. Like something inevitable is going to happen.
I love if they just did like, right, Wilder gets 40%, Joshua gets 40%, and the winner gets the additional 20%.
Yeah, I like that.
That's a way to do a contract.
Well, the thing is, everyone knows that. Like even the way you saw with #unfollow United, like all those like if Fury, Wilder, Joshua, they can't just come out and be like, I'm fighting the Big Show next. You know what I mean? It's just like, here, no, you're fighting each other, and that is it. We don't want to see the Big Show. You know what I mean?
No one wants to see Joshua versus who's a Ruiz. Like, he literally looks like a fat guy they pulled out of the audience. Like, who is that guy?
Man, people have weight issues that watch the show. Not everyone has six packs like Pete. You know, that's a bit harsh. That's a bit harsh, man. But hopefully
part of the fat gang.
Hopefully, gang. But hopefully everything gets sorted out. Bellator, like the next big one they have, obviously that's on the 22nd. That's Bellator 222. New lightweight champ now. Patricio Pitbull beat Michael Chandler. Bellator London's coming down soon as well.
Yeah, there's some big fights coming up soon, and we're looking forward to seeing them. Look, we discussed them all. We're gonna let you know who's gonna win, how they're gonna win, who they're gonna fight next, who to look out for in the future.
Yeah,
Energized has it all when it comes to MMA and boxing.
No, I mean, yeah.
Obviously.
But here, if you're after tuning in to any of the videos or the podcast, we really appreciate it. Obviously, we're going through our teething phase again because it was so easy just putting up the hour-long podcast. Yeah. It was so easy, but
maybe almost too easy.
It was. We got you get comfortable, you know. Yeah, I mean.
Also, if we're doing interviews and stuff going forward, they're going to keep 20 minutes, which is pretty good as well.
Yeah.
Easier to watch.
Yeah, easier to watch until like something happens.
Yeah, but we could do 20 minutes and then we could do a part 2 as well. No, 20 minutes, 40 minutes total.
I really don't mind as long as it's just like we don't get so pissed off at it. You know, then it's grand. If I'm not pissed off at all, I'm grand.
Yeah, we just need to be sharp. That's all it needs to be.
Yeah, but
bit of fine tuning.
I think this is where we wrap it up, man. It's the last minute.
So guys, thanks a million for watching. Thanks for staying tuned.
Yeah. Next week's football show is the Europa League final, Champions League final, and then the next MMA show,
UFC Stockholm, and whatever else happens that week. So guys, thanks a million.
Anthony Joshua fighting, Katie Taylor fighting.
Oh, brilliant! See, what a show lined up.
There we go,
guys. Thanks a million, and as always, stay energized.
Stay energized.